Hello, hello, hello. This is your boy Iron Boxing coming through with this our 61st live. We are going to talk about this thing called boxing, and we are also going to talk about a lot of other things, including this thing called the basketball as well. You see the tagline right there: "Who are the best power forwards in basketball history?" We're gonna have a ball here. First and foremost, we start as we always start, and that is with the Lord's Prayer. In the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever and ever. Amen. In the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Thank you, God, for everything. Okay. We are, let's see. God bless every single one of you, of course. I hope you're all having a great day, evening, afternoon, whatever the case may be. Um, Let me put the survey here. Who you think is the best power forward in basketball history? Hmm? Duncan. Which four names should I put here? Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, right? Uh, let's see. Should I put Charles Barkley in there, maybe? And then one other option. Who could that be? Kevin McHale, Dirk Nowitzki, Karl Malone, and they put Dirk in there. Well, let me put somebody else. Write it in the chat. All right. Okay, there we go. Chat. There we go. All right. Initiate survey. There we go. Duncan, Garnett, Barkley, or somebody else. Take your pick. Um, we can do the top five. Actually, that's what I'm hoping to do. Do top five GOAT power forwards in NBA history. We can talk about everything here, obviously. Let me go through the news here. How you doing, Abdul Rahim? How you doing, sir? Salam alaikum, brother. God bless you. Always great to see you. Um, Dalton Smith, man, congratulations, right? Congratulations to you guys. Not so much to me, but you guys in the UK, congratulations, man. They're really awesome. Awesome for Mr. Smith there. I'm sure he's going to get quite the welcome over in the UK. So I'm happy for him. Obviously, my boy got the short end of the stick. It is what it is. Sometimes you're the hammer, sometimes you're the nail. It is what it is, right? Um, all right. Let's go through the news. Let's go through the news. Um, got some nice boxing news here to chop it up about. Um, I saw something about the purse bid of Richard Torres and Frank Sanchez. Okay, see, now we're talking. F.A. Jagba versus Charles Martin to headline February 14th Sufa Boxing Show. Ooh, Sufa. Oh, man. Oh, Caballel, that's right. I forgot about Mr. Ajit Caballel. Yes. Hey, man, somebody got to give him a fight, man. Somebody got to give Caballel, at the very least, Fabio Wardley. You know? Um, did you watch Giant Prince Nassim and Ingle movie? I don't think I have, man. I don't think I have. Is that how it's called, Giant? Let's see. All right, let me copy this. See what you're referring to, brother. Um, Ooh, look at that. 2024. Okay, I will see it. I will. Thank you for bringing this to my attention, Abdul Rahim. I had no idea. No idea. There it is right there. If anybody's wondering, the movie's called Giant. Okay. Wow. Interesting. Interesting. Yes, sir. I like boxing movies in general. Obviously, Rocky and Creed and what's the name of Raging Bull, Cinderella Man, all of them. Efe Ajagba versus Charles Martin. That should be a layup for Mr. Ajagba, with all due respect to Mr. Charles Martin. Okay. Um, yeah, but it's a stay busy fight. It is what it is. It serves its purpose, I guess. So, um, let's see. Hombre. No, that's not it. Okay, never mind. Let's go. Okay, what was I gonna? Okay, Fight Hub. Let's see what Fight Hub has to say, because I saw Oscar yapping about Boots versus Virgil. Reveal since. Okay, here we go. Let me share my screen. Abdurrahim says USA doing to Venezuela and Greenland, it's unacceptable. ICE is crazy in USA. Could be, could be. Because the thing with I don't know too much about the Greenland stuff, but the thing about Venezuela, and I have a Venezuelan neighbor, by the way, but it seems to be like a facade to, you know, get some of that oil. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, I'm not buying the whole, what was it, like the drug trafficking thing or whatever. I'm not buying it because I don't know. I don't know. I just nah. You won't even release the Epstein files, bro. Nah, you're pretty much done to me, man. Pretty much. So, eh. I mean, we can. I don't mind talking politics. I just some topics are I am much more familiar with than others. I don't mind. I can talk politics for sure. Um, Let me see what it says here about Oscar. Yeah, let me go ahead and share the screen and exactly, Abdul Rahim. Right? Like, nah, I'm not going. Nah. If you're really about that thing, I mean, you should be going after several other. Let me go ahead. Oh, I'm not monetized. This is educational purposes only, etc. The whole thing about not getting copyrighted. Okay. Um, where's the thing here? There we go. Okay, let me share my screen. This is a short, guys. Don't be a stinker. Okay. We're just covering some boxing news here. Okay. Okay. Fight Hub TV. De La Hoya sends final offer. Look at him. Okay, let's see. What the? Excuse me.
All right, what's up, guys? As promised, a big announcement today. Ryan Garcia versus Barrios is finalized. It will happen February 21st in Las Vegas. And as you already know, Benavides versus Zurdo is also set for Cinco de Mayo weekend here in Las Vegas. That will be an absolute banger. Now, all that's left to be sorted out for the first quarter of 26 is who Virgil's next opponent will be. I said 3 days ago that I'll sign immediately for a 60-40 fight with Boots with
No, you won't.
5% to the winner, which is crazy generous
Crazy. All right, let me just let it play.
considering Virgil Ortiz has the better resume. Boots is interchangeable with Fundora and Errol Spence. He needs this fight with Virgil far more than we do. But I'm willing to make the fight.
Also not true.
I'm willing to make the fight. Let's do this. Eddie, I haven't heard from you. And if I don't by the end of the day, I'm going to start discussions with other opponents, with Al Heyman and PBC. Oh, and surprise, Al and I made peace and we are united now. We literally can put on bangers all year with the rosters we have here in America. So, if anybody has an offer, you better come in guns blazing because we are committed to making the biggest fights here in America. Have a great day, and I'm headed towards Palm Springs, Acrisure, to support Alexis Rocha and Raul Curiel this Friday on the Zone. Let's go.
Oh, that's right. Rocha vs. Curiel too. I gotta watch that one. But nah, Oscar, come on, bro. Yeah, on the zone. Awesome. Thank you, Turkey. Appreciate you, brother.
Guys, announcement coming today. Today, let's go.
But there you have it. Who's interested in this fight? Who wants to see this fight? Like um let's see. I'm also Epstein, bro. Talk to me, AR. Talk to me. I hope you don't mind me calling you AR. I can just call you Abdul Rahim. It's fine with me. AJ isn't in the right mindset to fight again, bro. For real, man. I don't know if he'll ever come back, man. From that, I mean, AR says Oscar de la Hoya want clout and hype to be relevant. Oh, sure, you can come in this. I can't believe. Didn't I drop the link already, man? Where are my manners, bro? Look at me. 1 second. Of course, you can come in the show anytime, Abdul Rahim. Come on, bro. Um, let me change the banner here. Let me pin that thing too, because I have pending discussions. I don't know if they'll be able to make it or not, but I have a pending discussion about basketball. But in the meantime, oh, bro, please, love to have you. What happened to the? Okay, there we go. Let me pin the message. I mean the link. Hmm? Uh, Nobody has voted. Okay. Of course, you can come in. More than welcome, bro. More than welcome. Anytime. We don't have to agree. We don't have to see eye to eye. We don't have to, whatever the case may be. You know. What's up, bro? How you doing today?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Well, I wish I could say I was good, but taking for what happened on Saturday, nah, I'm kidding. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
I just watched the highlights of the fight. Yeah, I think yeah, it was a fifth round knockout or something.
I think it was the sixth, but yeah.
I see. Yeah. Yeah, I watched that movie Giant. Like it was Monday for us. It's Tuesday now because it's past midnight. But yeah, I watched it. But it was all about based around money. Like like obviously trainer wants a bit of a cut of the money, piece of the pie, and then it was
Yes.
basically money orientated. And I think Prince Nazim was a 7-year-old. It was his mum wanted him to fight because he was getting bullied at school, and then he had 3 other brothers as well, and then they all went to train at Ingleton in Sheffield, and they basically trained up to become to protect themselves from school. And then he found so much. He found the movement of Prince Nazim different than any other fighter, because the way he moved, because no one can even replicate Prince Nazim. He was from Yemen, and the movie was about racism, like because it's a
Bro, I
lot of.
swear to you, I thought he was from Egypt. I'm sorry. I swear to you.
Nah, he's from Yemen. Yeah, he's
Okay.
a British Yemeni, born in Britain, Sheffield, but his parents are from Yemen, and he's seen his footwork and his movement different than any other fighter, and then I think he took him on, and then he and I think he become pro at 20, and I think at 18 or 20, and then he got his first. He got his world title at 21, and then he defended it. But then he retired against Barrera at 28. But he stopped training with Dominic Ingle at the age of like I think probably like 26 or something, and then he lost the fight against Barrera. But I think he wasn't, when money changes you and stuff like that, and you don't become
Right.
the same fighter, and I think he retired. But yeah, it didn't really show him as a fighter, and the actor, he like you were saying, Egyptian, the guy who was acting him in the movie or documentary, he was Egyptian, British Egyptian.
Okay.
But yeah, it was a lot of like talk about racism because there's a lot of Pakistanis in the UK and
That's Amir Khan, right? That's Amir
yeah,
Khan.
Amir Khan's
Oh, okay.
Pakistani, but
Okay.
and Adam Azim and Hamza Shiraz and Shabazz Masood, they like there's influx of Pakistanis that come to boxing, but yeah, he was a good fight. He was a good fighter, but a lot of people in England didn't really like him because he's showboating, but that gets gets the bums on seats as people
Of
want to watch him.
course, it's attractive,
Like if you look at Caucasian English fighters, they're very traditional, hands up, move forward, jab, move kind of fighters,
Yeah.
and they only get to like British level. A lot of them, but some like the Ricky Hattons, they did get to heights, but obviously he passed away, committed suicide and stuff, and mental health issues. But
Yeah, God bless him, bro. That was a bad one.
yeah, because I think his family could not stop him because he had a lot of trauma and issues and stuff.
Yeah, he had a lot of demons, man, and he I saw his last interview. It was hard to watch, man. Like you can tell he's in a real bad place.
Even his wife and children could not even stop him. But when you got that kind of thing, like boxing is like a high, but there's also a low as well. Like
Yes.
similar to like Prince Nazim, I think he had 2 car crashes and stuff. Like, and then he nearly, I think he went to court and stuff, and he killed one of the guys in the other car. But yeah, it's just the glitz. There's all the glitz and glamour. When money gets to your head, it changes. Look at Mike Tyson. What happened to him?
That's a great example. Well, Mike Tyson has a lot to do also with the old man passing away.
Yeah. That Customato, yeah. He was a good trainer, Irish Customato, but he's just, I don't know, because sometimes like when money and Don King and all that, when that came up, it's like similar thing. We were talking about Frank Warren in the movie as well. Like he won the Razzmatazz and all that. We're saying watching it, but I don't know. It's a tip because he was based in Leeds, in it. Because I'm from Leeds,
Okay.
and it was based in Leeds and Sheffield because they could not get the Dominic Ingle gym in the movie, so they did a bit of Leeds because Leeds is like a working class city, very
Right.
very gritty kind of working class mindset. But yeah, it's just like a lot of I like the movie. It's like the Rocky kind of vibe, but realistic Rocky. Like obviously, I didn't like the Rocky like, when the guy's eyes are 2 black eyes and they can't even see it. Like some parts of Rocky didn't make sense to me, but he didn't replicate Prince Nazim properly. His movement, his footwork, because his footwork was next level, like Prince Nazim.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't know. It just needs. It should have been better, but I would have given it a bit like below average, the movie, because he didn't really show him as a fighter, but it was just money orientated because he wanted a cut of the pie and stuff.
Okay. Well, Leeds is the Warrington place, right?
Yeah,
Warrington.
Fighting Lee Wood again.
Exactly.
He's washed anyway, man. Josh.
Both of them are, right? I think both of them.
Yeah, both of them are. I think they just want another payday and ride to the sunset. That's it.
Exactly. They want to retire with their hands raised, and they want to do it in a fight that's big enough.
Yeah. Because he jumps on the bandwagon, Josh Warrington, regarding Leeds United and Leeds Rhinos. He jumps on the bandwagon, and that's how fans, like the hooligans, the hooligans, the Leeds hooligans. That's his fan base, but he only fights in Leeds, and I think this fight is either in Sheffield or somewhere.
Okay, because Leewood is from Nottingham, right?
Yeah, he's from Nottingham, but yeah, and I think yeah, I don't I don't rate Josh Warrington. He doesn't have any knockout power, but it begs to differ. A lot of Leeds fans will say no, Josh Warrington is good. Josh Warrington is good, but everyone has their own opinions about boxing, and I don't really rate the guy. But
Okay.
yeah, I don't. I'm from Leeds, but I don't rate him. I don't really rate Leeds United as well because I'm a Liverpool fan, and we drew twice against Leeds United.
I like me some Liverpool too, not for nothing. I've seen Liverpool since the Steven Gerrard days.
Yeah,
No?
Stephen. Yeah, they've just sacked Xavi Alonso, Real Madrid, and I would like Xavi Alonso as the manager or head coach of Liverpool because I don't rate the current head coach Arne Slot because Arne Slot is he plays boring side to side backwards football and he will never change, like improve the team because I've seen him. He won the league last season, but he's with Jurgen Klopp's team. But this season he's been found out and
Mm.
he's been exposed as a head coach, and I don't think he'll improve as a head coach. And I think his time is up. And I think these American-owned FSG lot who own Boston Red Sox, they need to get rid of him.
What do you give me? Let me ask you this: what do you think is gonna happen in the fight?
Which one?
The Lee Wood and Josh Warrington.
I don't know because the way the first fight went, basically he was winning every round, and he got desperate because he lost a point in that last round, and then I think Lee Wood took over. This time round, I can see being a points win to Lee Wood.
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't think. Yeah, I think he got a bit desperate. I think he went a bit forward too much. Josh Warrington, he got hit with a few combinations and he went down.
Okay. But Xavi Alonso was an unbelievable player, bro.
Yeah, and
Unbelievable
I think he's doing
midfielder.
all right for Bayer Leverkusen, but I think Real Madrid they don't mess around with their head coaches or managers. If they're not good enough, they get rid. But
Yeah.
Liverpool are a team that if you're the right manager, they will give you time and opportunities. And but I hope he does come, but it's gonna be end of the season because they're not gonna sack Arnie Slot just like that because they have to pay him out.
Okay.
Yeah, but good they didn't renew his contract because when they won the first 5-6 games of the season, Liverpool they were going to renew Arne Slot's contract for another 2 additional years, but good they lost consecutive matches against Palace, Chelsea, United, City, Brentford, PSV, Galatasaray, and Forest.
Oh,
That made him basically didn't want to renew his contract. So I hope they get rid of him, review his end of the season, and just sack him and then get Xavi Alonso in.
Mohamed Salah still there, right?
Yeah, he's at AFCON. They play Senegal in the African Nations Cup.
Okay.
So he's got even if they lose or win, they still have to play the third, fourth playoffs. Even if they lose if they play third, fourth playoffs, and if they win, they're in the final. But they play Mane's team, Senegal.
That I think it was against who was against, I can't remember, but that time when he got Egypt with a penalty to the World Cup, bro. Oh my God, what a moment that was when he scored
I
that
think
penalty.
I don't. Yeah, I think this World Cup. I don't know why America's got it again. I think it's all money. It's like this is the
It's between the three, right? It's not only USA,
yeah,
right? It's
will have a few, and then Mexico will have a few,
exactly.
but
Yeah.
majority of the games are in the US.
Okay.
But I don't like. I just don't like Donald Trump what he's banging on about, and then he doesn't know nothing about football. He just there for the money, and he will never be like if whatever happens to him if he leaves the presidency, he will never be bigger than Muhammad Ali. Anyway,
No.
he's just a businessman, but he just become a thinking what he did to take these people to the White House is unacceptable. Like, when after he left the role the first term, and he took people to go to the White House was wrong, and then nothing. I don't know how people still want him as president.
I mean, I think a lot of people had hope that because you gotta remember, he ran on, we're gonna clean house, we're gonna show on the Epstein thing, and
Yeah,
a bunch of other things, and it turns out, bro, that he basically, I don't know if I even should say this, but basically he's just another another fucking. Because here's the thing,
he's
bro.
a
Let me
proper
put it to
George
you.
Bush. He's a proper George Bush. That guy. And I don't like this is our problem. There are these, of these Caucasian American, they love him in it, and that's the problem. And then what he's doing with the ice thing, where that woman got shot, is not right.
That one I haven't really seen. I know about it, but I haven't really seen. What's the name? Something
Yeah,
Reed, I think it was.
I remember there was a Somalian taxi driver. I think he was just waiting for his passenger to, and then he had his phone out, and he was saying, "What? Why do you want my details? Why do you know? Why do you want my driving license? What do you want my details for?" He said that, and then they said that you don't speak, you're not like an English person. But what about the Indians that live in America that were there before the influx of the European people that came to America? So I don't understand what the hell these ICE people banging on about. It'll happen in the UK. I can see it. They'll ask for IDs and all that, and then ask for details, but it's not right.
Um, like that particular topic, bro. I mean, I hear a bunch of points of view, right? I hear people, and I don't know any of this, but I'm just telling you what I hear because
Yeah,
I try to watch both sides, right?
yeah.
Um, on one end, people are saying that it's becoming a problem because of high crime, maybe, or maybe it's becoming a problem because some beliefs or cultures seem to be incompatible with
But then, what
cultures.
do they believe in? And do they believe in the Christianity or the culture?
Not even like religiously. I mean, like, wait a second, because I haven't really followed it that much. I'm just giving you like
It's
the
similar in
surface
the
side.
UK as well. Like, regarding grooming gangs, like there are
Yeah,
a few people from Rochdale and Rotherham that they're talking about. But then what? But then why don't they look at the English grooming gangs, the Caucasian people? But
yeah,
the far right will blame the Muslim community and the Muslim people, but they will never look at themselves. And this is the problem with the regarding the far right in the UK. Like, they like to the reform will point fingers at the Muslims, but they will never point fingers at themselves regarding issues what they're doing. And then they're talking about they're taking our jobs, the immigrants and all that, but they're not upskilling their jobs and they don't want to improve themselves. They want to get benefits, like they'll have a kid and they'll get a free house, and then they want to get then they're
yeah,
saying that they're taking their jobs, and then some people, immigrants that come here from all around the world, from the Commonwealth, they're saying that they're taking their jobs, but then they don't want any job. They just, even like, if you look at mostly the fighters, like in America, like it's mostly like it's either Mexican or South America who come to the America to fight. It's only Caleb Plant that I can think of, or the clown Jake Paul, but there's not
yeah.
much white Caucasian boxers. It's mostly like different,
That's
like
true.
but
Yeah,
in the UK, you do see some Irish fighters that have English blood that fight, like, but it's just
Michael
weird how,
Coleman, and yeah. There's quite a few of them. Andy
yeah, and then
Lee.
but there are some English fighters do fight, but like it's just that obviously Dalton Smith wants to fight Adam Azim in it. That's the thing. That's the fight that he wants. But
Yeah, they got like beef and everything,
yeah,
right?
yeah. I think Eddie Hearn wants the fight to happen and stuff, and then
Do you
yeah,
want to
it's
see
just,
that?
yeah, I'll see that. I think Adam Azim will school him.
Interesting. I think he's good, man. I think Kasim is good, to be
He,
honest with you.
he's got that kind of cockiness about him, like Prince Nazim, and
Yeah,
I hope the fight does happen because I want to see the fights. It's just like the fights this year. I don't know what's happening. I hope the fights happen. Like, and I want to see the obviously what's happened with Joshua, but I hope the fight with AJ and Fury does happen. But I don't know, like that thing. It was that final destination moment that, like, if he was on the wrong side of the car, it would have been finished.
Bro, like unbelievable, man. Like I had so much hope for finally seeing Fury and AJ, and once I saw what happened in Nigeria, bro, I was like, I don't think he's coming back for that because
Yeah, I don't think he will, but yeah, I think the way Tyson Fury and John Fury were jumping on the bandwagon, say, "Oh, what's happened?" But like, obviously, what's happened to AJ was very sad to his friends and his trainers and conditional coach. But I think the way they were milking it, Tyson Fury and John, I think they want the fight. That's why they know that that's the next fight what Tyson Fury wants before he rise to the sunset.
yeah,
But I don't think he will. Like you said, I don't think he'll come back
no, I don't see it,
because
man.
it's a mental, it's a mental game as well as a physical game. But the mental side, if that will cause a lot of blackouts, and it will basically, what's the word? It will like, like, he'll get a memory back again regarding what happened. So I don't know if he will fight again.
At the bare minimum, bro, he's gotta take some serious time off. At the bare minimum.
If he does fight, it'll be thingy, but like he made that money from the Jake Paul fight, or that 100 million. But then I think the tax from US and the UK took a bit of
Yeah,
his purse. But like, it was a bit of a weird fight that I didn't
yeah,
watch it. I
bro.
thought,
Like
what the
Jake
heck? The
Paul was
guy was
trying to take
running.
him
That
down.
guy Jake Paul, he was running,
Yeah.
and then when I watched the podcast with Jake Paul and his brother, they just talk shit a lot, them two. And then
Hmm.
he was running and he was holding his legs a lot, like
Yeah.
and I
He was
think he
trying to
did
take him down.
land a punch, but he was just like running. And then I thought, like, you saying you're gonna knock him out? You're not gonna knock no one out. Like, the guy can take a punch, I know he did the Andy Ruiz, he did knock him out, and even Daniel Dubois, but like. Like, he can take a punch, but like, but taking one punch doesn't mean you're gonna knock someone out. You need to have a combination of punches. But the guy he wasn't that good, and Jake Paul. And then I think when he landed that last punch and he broke his jaw, if he landed a few more, he would have like knocked him out clean. But I
Yeah.
think they had to stop the fight.
Yeah. Yeah. It was better. It was better for
It was
Jake
a
Paul's sake.
Yeah, I think Jake Paul should just stop it, but he's just. I think he probably will try and milk it more and probably say, "I want Canelo next, and I want this person next." Like, he won't fight the fight that you've got on your picture that Jai Opetaia, he'll kill him.
Without a doubt. Without a shadow of a doubt, bro. Baru Jack would probably kill his ass.
I know. It's
And
just
he's like
like, because
43.
Jai don't mess around. I think he fought in Australia. I think about a month ago. But like, yeah, it's just.
Opetaya, yeah, he fought Hussein Sin Cara. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I think, yeah, it's just, I don't know. I think I just want boxing to go back to normal and then the fights to happen again. But is Turkey, like, I remember I was on the last time with you guys. You had your mates there. But like, it's just like, is Turkey hands are tied. It's like the sometimes money is not what, like, they're thinking about their health as well as their money, and then sometimes they duck and dive each other, these fighters as well.
Exactly. Look at what happening with Boots and Virgil, bro.
Yeah,
And why do you think Zurdo hasn't gotten in there with Jao Petaya, bro? I mean,
I
like,
know.
that's the boogeyman right there. It's obvious that that's the boogeyman. It's obvious that's the best fighter in the entire division by 20 miles. But you're holding on to two belts, and he
Like,
has.
just a quick question, like, like, younger fans that you talk to, do you find it that it's hard to speak to them, like the young fighters, like, no, the
Yes,
young fans? I mean, sorry, the young fans,
very
because
hard.
when I talk to young fans and talk about previous fighters, they don't know any of these fighters. They jump on the clout and they jump on the hype. A lot of these young up and coming fans that coming through to watch boxing, they don't. They watching more of these misfits and YouTube boxers. I ask them, certain fighters that they've seen, they go, I don't know who you're on about, I don't know who you're talking about. And this is a problem about boxing. Like, if like boxing's been going on for like decades and centuries, but they just, that generation, they don't even, it's all about highlights and fame and clout nowadays.
Exactly. Like popularity, people no longer feel the need to put in the hours to get
Yeah,
great
that's
at
true.
something because
Yeah,
just by being popular, you can get it, you know?
yeah, because like I can't talk to them, because when I watched that movie and I was talking to certain up and coming boxing fans, then they'll say, "Oh, I don't know who you're on about, Prince Nazim." I said, "What the hell, man? Like, like I don't understand. Like, what you like? Do you not watch boxing or highlight or on YouTube or whatever? Like fights, like watch him, man. Like the guys, the way he moved, he was different. Like you can't. And then I don't know. It just these people that like these youngsters, they don't really. And then they'll say, "Oh, I'm a UFC fan," and then you talk about UFC to them, that they'll say, I'll ask them like, "Are you gonna watch the Paddy Pimblett Gaethje fight?" They go, "Or is Gaethje Japanese?" I say, "What are you on about? Like, he's not Japanese." Like, and then he goes, then they go, "Oh, the Scouser Paddy Pimblett, is he from Scotland?" I'm going, "What you talk? I can't talk to you now because you just made some
Yeah.
random accusations about these fighters and you don't know where they're from, geography wise." And I'm thinking, nah, man, I can't talk to you. I have to walk away from them.
And this is information that they can get in like 2 seconds.
I know, like, like I don't even pull the phone out. I'll have a conversation. I'll talk to them, and then they can't get it out of their head about certain things. Like, so, like you said about phones, they have to pull their phone. It's like their phone is like if they don't have their phone, it's like they're naked or something.
Yeah, like a fish out of the water, man.
And that's
Yeah.
it gets me wounded up, and then I had to move away from the guy. Say, look, I can't talk to you, man. Like, I'm not having a go at you, and I'm not taking the thing. I have to get away from it, because you just winded me up, and I get a bit wound up quick, and I have to go. I have to get some fresh air, because I don't believe what you're saying. Like what you said about these Paddy Pimler. He's a Scouser from Scotland. Scotland is Scouse. I think it's Scotland, not Scouse. Scouse is in
No.
England. And then, then he said Gaethje, and I said, like the word Gaethje, he probably thought it's Japanese. I'm going, what? Say that again. And I had to move away. I think then you said you're a UFC fan. You don't
Yes.
even know where they're from, and that's the next big fight coming up.
Yeah. Like Patty doesn't even have, and it's not like I'm the most knowledgeable guy, but Patty doesn't even have a Scottish accent to begin with.
Nah, no, they just think, because like obviously in the UK it's very small and they have so much like, the voice is different, like from different areas. Like if you go Manchester, if you go Liverpool, Newcastle, Birmingham, if you go to England, like the accent changes. It's a very small place,
Yeah.
England, but the accent can change. But in America, like even you can put England in one state, and but we have so many dialects in our country. But
Yeah, you listen to a London guy speaking, it's not the same as a Liverpool guy.
yeah, and
That's for sure. Yeah.
then but in America, like how like West Coast and East Coast is obviously it's different, but like, if you go like Texas or some parts, like the accent change, but in England the accent can change from, like, if you just go 100 miles from each other or even
Oh
50 miles
wow.
from each other.
So it's not so far.
No,
Like
it's not far. Like, it's weird, but and that's the thing. And then there's very tribalism in sport as well, and in things, because like if whatever club you support, that's your club, and you can get into proper heated arguments about Liverpool don't like Man U, and then Man U don't like Liverpool. They chant about it in the
yeah.
stadiums and stuff like that. So
And that's weird because I like the red teams. Like I like Man U and I like Liverpool, but I don't understand why they beef with each other so much. Because Liverpool's big rival is Everton, obviously, and
yeah,
and
locally it's Everton, and
oh, okay, okay.
but like if you but their bigger rivals is United.
Oh, I didn't know
So
that. I thought it was
locally, like
okay.
obviously Rocky
Okay.
Balboa, he loves Everton, in it, Rocky Balboa, and he did against that Tony Bellew thing. But like,
Oh yeah.
but locally, Liverpool is the blue and red, but that's locally. But then Liverpool's arch nemesis is United.
Like on the national stage, so to speak,
Yeah,
is
yeah, yeah, like
Man
Premier
U.
League
Okay.
wise, and
Okay.
but United this time round, not even Liverpool, they're not doing that good. But United, they're not that good because they just lost in the FA Cup third round against Brighton. But even prior to our Premier League side, but Liverpool just played Barnsley. They won 4-1. But but
Okay.
I don't even if we win, lose or draw, I still want this manager out because I don't think he's good enough. Arnie Slot, he's Javi Alonso now it's aligned for him to come to Liverpool, and I hope he does. But I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know these owners, these Americans. They're very business orientated, like because they own literally, I think more than 50% of the Premier League teams now.
Okay.
Because everything's all Saudi are running it, but it's not. It's they've only owned two clubs, which is Newcastle and Man City.
Okay. Yeah, because Chelsea is the Russian
Todd
guy, right?
Bowley lot, yeah, Todd Bowley,
Oh, okay. Okay.
yeah.
Cass, how you doing, Cass? Great to see you, sir. God bless. Tell me something. Who's the worst rival for Arsenal? Is it Chelsea or Tottenham?
No, Tottenham's they hate Tottenham more
Oh, okay. Okay.
because they're both from North London, so they don't like each other.
Okay, I got it now. I thought it was Chelsea.
Chelsea, they sacked their manager. They wasn't that after Abramovich. Before that, there wasn't a big team, but when Abramovich took over and he put the money in, that's when they changed, and they've been sacking their managers too much, and they've just sacked their recent manager Maresca, and now they got that
Mm.
Liam Rosinia in.
And that's interesting because I always thought, okay, so you just clarified that for me. So there's levels to rivalries. There's your because Manchester United and City would be the local, and
Yeah,
then it would
local,
be
but because when City been bought out by Sheikh Mansour, the UAE lot, so they basically had the money, and then they started winning with Pep Guardiola. But the main rivals were Liverpool, United, Man
yeah,
United.
because City. Let's be honest here. City before they bought that, it was a middle to low tier team.
Yeah, they went down a
Yes.
few times. They went down,
Yeah.
and then they get back up. Then when they had the Commonwealth, like the Olympics version of the Commonwealth, they had that Olympics thing, and they took over the Olympic Commonwealth Stadium, Man City, and then from there on, I think geographically and common sense wise and logistically, I think these owners um, bought out Man City because they seen how they can improve the club and stuff. So they went for Man City because they could not buy Man United because these Americans they don't really sell up to foreign investors. So they bought Man City out, and I think they built the empire from there.
Exactly. Yeah, I remember they started with. They even signed Mario Balotelli for a while. They had Mancini as the coach, and then they
Yeah, they had
evolved.
few like Pellegrini. They had
Yeah,
then they got the right manager in like Pep Guardiola. They had a few. They had so many players. They had so many, but it didn't work out. But I think sometimes you need to find your feet before you start winning. So I think when
right.
when they got the right players in and the right head coach or the manager, it clicked from there on.
For sure. For
It's
sure.
similar to like United, like Alex Ferguson in I think when he became manager in 1984, 1985, he didn't click, and then I think from
Yeah.
there on, it clicked for him, and then he won like so many Premier League titles.
Bro, that team with Paul Scholes and Roy Keane and Teddy
They had
Sheringham.
Ryan Giggs, David
Oh,
Beckham,
right.
Mickey
Oh,
Vogt. They had Rio. They've had
mm-hmm.
there's so many. Had so many.
The
They had
Nabo
Schmeichel.
brothers. Yeah.
And I think it clicked, but then I think when he left, then Moyes came in charge after he left Everton. It just didn't really work out. And I think sometimes you need that right manager, and I think Liverpool need to get rid of that Arnie Slot and get that Xavi Alonso in, because he knows the club, because
Yeah,
he played as a Liverpool
for
player,
sure. Yeah, he
and
knows it like
he
the back of
knows
his
the
hand.
Liverpool DNA and how Liverpool fans want Liverpool to play. We want to play attractive football. We want to play football that we play good, but we win good. But because this owner, or not owner, these owners won't sack Arnie Slot, and this Arnie Slot can't get the best out of the players. He plays backwards and sideways football, boring. He needs to go, but I don't know if they will.
Mm.
But like we were talking about boxing. I remember we were saying about like the judges and the promoters and stuff like that. Like there's a lot of things need to improve in boxing, and like even like they could have made a movie about Mike Tyson about his life, like how he got how he left Customato and how he moved to Don King, and how he people robbed him for so much millions and stuff like that, and then he went to jail for like obviously with the issues that he had with women and stuff like that, and then
Yeah,
there was even his life story is very interesting. Mike Tyson as well,
for sure. Mike Tyson, bro. My
but
goodness.
I just didn't like him fighting Jake Paul. That
Not at
I,
all, bro. Not
I
at all.
just didn't want him to fight because he was a he just I think he just maybe he got a bit of money out of it, but the Jake Paul one he was just weird the fight. Like he would I just I don't know. I think Jake Paul he just wanted the big fights, and he got the big fights everywhere he went. And the guy's not even a fighter, and he just and it's just that what might piss me off with Mike Tyson. That I used to always love watching his fights on YouTube, but then after that fight, I can't look at him anymore.
I understand what you're saying, bro. I guess we have to just look at it for what it is, you know. Look at it for what it is. You know, it's a money grab. If he needed money, I'm glad
Yeah,
he got it, and especially I'm glad he didn't get hurt. You know,
yeah.
above everything.
He's biting his gloves a lot in that fight. I was watching it,
Oh my
and I
goodness.
think is he biting it because he was just he can't land a punch? Is he been is a contract or something? Or I don't know.
That's what I was thinking, and not for nothing. That's what I was thinking. I was like, he's like finding a way to like release that frustration that he has. You know.
Yeah, because the first round was mental, but then after that he just looked tired, and he had like he had these these bandages on his knees, because his knees must be fucked because the amount of wear and tear from boxing and training he had for years and years he's had, and he's about 6-year-old man. He had these bandages on his knees.
Yeah. Nah, that was bad, bro.
Yeah. But
Like,
which fights are you looking to want to see for 2026?
um, I want to see Naoya Inoue versus Junto Nakatani.
Oh yeah, that
Um,
yeah.
for sure. I want to see Jairo Petaya versus the winner of Zurdo Ramirez versus David Benavides. Right?
Or I want to see Benavides and Jai. That'll be a sick fight.
That would be sick, bro.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
want to see that fight because it's just like Benavides. I think obviously like Canelo is ducking from Benavides, and then I hope Jai does fight Benavides. That'll be a good fight. That fight will be for the boxing fans, like the ones that know boxing. Because like if I said Jai Optai to anyone where I'm from in Leeds, they would have said, What you say? Or what do you mean?" They are. That's the problem. Like it winds me up they say they like boxing, but then when you talk about certain fight, they'll say, "Oh, I only watch heavyweights," and it winds me up and pisses me off. I think me, I can't talk to you, and then that's why I just watch it at home now, boxing, because when you want to watch it out and about in a bar or a pub or a place or a venue, they're all novice fans. They're not even fans, and you
Yeah,
can't
you
put
can tell
on.
they don't put in the time. They're not knowledgeable. You know.
Yeah, it's like you don't need to know everything. You just like you just need to know a bit of about everything, and you'll know. But these fans now, they just it winds me up. Like if you're not a proper boxing or you're not a boxer yourself, you won't know any of these fighters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like me too, bro. I mean, fortunately for me,
But
my
where you
my
from, brother? Like
Puerto
where
Rico.
Puerto Rico? Yeah. What do
Fortunately
you
for
think about what Jake Paul's doing to Puerto Rico?
I mean, certain things he's done that I like, like women's boxing and as a
Yeah, yeah. That's
promoter.
that's the one thing that he's done good.
Yeah,
The women's side, yeah.
like as a promoter, I don't mind him at all. Like that side is the side that he can really like excel at. You
Yeah,
know,
that's true. Because like I don't like the sometimes I don't like about the Eddie Hearns and the Frank Warrens and stuff like that. Like, but it's just like I don't. I hope he gets into promoting and it promotes more women's boxing and promotes the big fights. But because I don't like his promoter, that Jake Paul's that guy, the guy with the glasses with the bald head. I, don't- I forgot his name is. I don't like he talked about like or he did give AJ a good fight.
no, not at all, not at all. And the thing that people I think are missing is that when he goes for AJ's legs and tries to take him down, because people need to remember he's a college wrestler, like he knows what he's doing.
Yeah,
Um,
that's what I'm saying. He was like go and then grabbing his legs, so he couldn't land anything.
right, and not only that, he's trying to injure him.
Yeah, that's true. He was just
Because
like
you
running
can,
backwards. I'm just surprised people pay to watch that. Like I was looking, I was thinking, how is people paying to watch this? Like it don't make sense.
well, it wasn't Netflix, it's like what, $12 or something like that for the
Yeah,
subscription. So it's not like they paid $80 for a pay per view. That would be really bad,
yeah,
but
that's true.
fortunately for me, bro, my barber, for example, is a boxing encyclopedia. So I can
Yeah.
have where I can have we gotta
Also,
find
your
those people.
barber is a big boxing fan.
Yes, fortunately for
Like
me.
our barbers, they're like Eritrean in it. It's close to Somalia, but they've come here. They're not. They when you talk to them, they're not really like. They don't really about the box. It's hard to talk to them because they don't really know English very well. So they just go into barbering because there's a lot of people need a fresh trim every time. So, but yeah.
For sure. I would say in Africa, boxing is picking up, but in Africa, without a shadow of a doubt, soccer is number one.
Yeah, 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 he is. Yeah, he's very popular, like Northern Africa and West
Especially, yeah.
Africa, because they're where the big boys play. Like them kind of countries like
Yeah,
Morocco, Tunisia,
Nigeria,
Algeria, Egypt,
exactly.
and then you got Nigeria, Ghana, Cameroon, stuff like that. Ivory Coast, but yeah, they're like the big boys. But I don't playing this World Cup, playing this AFCON now it affects these African players in the World Cup because that's the thing. When you got AFCON now and then the World Cup in the summer, they must be fatigued and tired.
True, true. Yeah.
I
Well,
hope
with
an
the exception,
African team do win it, but it's because they play in the Premier League, then they play AFCON, then they play World Cup. It's a bit. You need to have that rest
it's
and
too much, man. Yeah,
yeah,
too much. I would say, with the exception of South Africa, they probably have rugby number one because they are the
yeah, they
best.
do, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, and Namibia plays rugby as well. But outside of Namibia, it's one of those teams that bounces out of the first round of the Rugby World Cup every time. But they're still in there. What I'm saying is, outside of those two countries, I don't know if you're big on rugby or not, but outside of those two countries, I can't really think of another African country that plays rugby like that. Maybe there is, but I can't.
Yeah, there's only a few teams that do play rugby in Africa, like yeah, like you said. But but yeah, it's just I think they play rugby union a lot. I think these kind of countries,
Okay.
yeah. And I think
Because in every UK country plays it good. Like England is good, Wales is good, Scotland is good, and Ireland's good. All of them
yeah,
are good.
yeah, all of them play. But with regarding NFL, how come women don't play NFL?
Oh man, that's a good. I mean, I don't know. I don't think there are enough of them, right? Like I don't. I mean, I
Yeah,
don't.
but
I
you
don't know.
see in rugby, you do see women's rugby, but
Yeah,
but
that's true.
but in what's it called in NFL, I don't see him. It's only like college level, and then that's it. They don't play professional.
I didn't even know that women played college football. To be honest with you, so you just surprised me with that one. I didn't even know that.
I do see a few rugby games like rugby union and rugby league, but up north they do love rugby league.
Okay.
Yeah,
I love rugby, man. I don't know the whole thing about the game. I'm still trying to figure some things out of the, how the game is played and everything. But my goodness, this past World Cup that South Africa won, I mean, I can't think of a harder road that a champion had to go through. Like France, right out of the gate after the groups, right? France, the home team with Dupont, and
yeah.
everybody. And after that, they got who they get after that? Was it Argentina or was it? I know that they beat New Zealand in the finals, but between France and New Zealand, England, they got England.
Yeah,
Oh my
I think they played England.
goodness,
Yeah, and they had that guy called that little Hercules, that little small guy who.
Jocelyn Colby.
Yeah, they had some all
Oh
right players. And I think, but yeah, because they had a mixture of because obviously they got Dutch influence with English influence players as well as a lot of African players like South African. So yeah, they do love their rugby and they do love their cricket in South Africa, uh, but football wise, they're not. They're still improving. They're not there yet.
yeah, unfortunately. Like I've always been a Wallabies fan. I've always been an Australia fan of rugby because in the '90s they were such an amazing team.
Yeah, Joanna Lomu and stuff. Yeah, I remember. And they had a lot of Samoans and a lot of influx of Samoans and Fijis and stuff like that. There's some good people, these Samoans and Fiji, but like the Jaya Pattaya, like yeah,
Yes.
they're good people. They're hardworking people and they're good, honest people, and I like that about these lot.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I
But I
think
like how Jaya Pattaya talks. When he talks, it's like that Mike Tyson talk. Like when he talks, he means it,
yes.
and that's why I love him. But when I heard him talk, I thought, bloody hell, this guy means what he's saying, and he even means it even when he gets into the ring. Like he can see in his eyes, like when he his eyes shine up, like yeah, I love a fight, and I like that about him.
I love it. I love the man. Let me share a link with you. I would like for you to see this video if you want to. I'm going to share in the private chat because this is Jayo Petaya talking about his mindset. It's like 5 minutes.
All right, I'll
Um,
I'll copy it and I'll watch it later.
Unbelievable video. This is going with what you were just saying about the mindset. You know.
Yeah, because you can see it. Like when I don't like in the UK, people talk confidence with bullshit, and I don't like that. Like you can see it wherever you go, wherever you place you work out, wherever you walk in public or whatever, people talk with bullshit, and I don't like that. But when Jai talks, that he means something, and I like that about him. Your gut tells you what people when someone is genuine and what isn't genuine. And I like genuine people, but you have to hold them with one hand, these genuine people. And these bullshitters, they need to get them out. Like, look how so many fighters been stabbed in the back regarding these promoters and these bullshitters, these salesmen. And you need to find the right people in your life. And I like Jai because he means what he says, and I love him.
Absolutely. Absolutely. He just doesn't have the right man for some reason, bro. He doesn't have like the connections, right? To get those fights, and the division he's in doesn't help him out either because
Yeah,
cruiserweight.
they're scared. Like the
Yeah,
likes of Chris Billum Smith. He's scared of him
literally.
because I know Billum Smith will will get flattened because and even that when Tiggy moved up as well, Lawrence Okoli, he moved up because he moved up to heavyweight. They know that they don't want that smoke with Jai.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Oscar, people get lost with Oscar because he does the clapback Tuesday, whatever it is, Tuesday, Thursday, whatever it is, and everything. But Oscar knows this game, bro. Like, make no mistake about it. He knows what is gonna happen when Boots gets in there with Virgil, and he knows what's gonna happen when Opetaya gets in there with Surdo. He knows it. So
Yeah,
I mean, he ain't in no rush to kill his two biggest. I don't know if they're the two biggest, but Virgil is definitely one of the biggest assets he have.
yeah.
Um, so from that standpoint, I get it. I hate it as a fan, obviously, but when you put yourself in his shoes, I wouldn't be making the fight either. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, they don't want the asset to lose, and I know that the stocks go up and money comes in their pocket, and everyone's the piece of the pie. They will all want a share of the takings, and that's the thing. I don't like that about boxing. I just want the fights to happen, but there's always politics and there's always some promo and there's always contract negotiation, and it winds me up and pisses me off. And then even the fights are too tight, and these scorecards, they can't even get them right.
Yeah. And also, what about Janibek, bro? Failing drug tests and everything. Dude's holding on to two belts. I don't know. A lot of weird stuff, bro. Happening.
Yeah. There's a lot of ones that are getting done. Like even that Dennis Nemenis McCann, like all these gypsy travelers were gassing him up, and then he got done as well. And he was gonna fight that McGrath guy, but then I think,
Peter
but then
McGregor, right?
yeah, McGrath, and then but I think Shabazz Massoud fought him in Monaco, and then he won on
Correct.
points. It was a bit of a tight.
Yeah,
It
that's
could
the
have
one
gone
that he
either way.
tested
That
positive for, right? That's the one that he tested positive for.
yeah,
McCann,
yeah.
right? Oh my gosh, that's bad, bro. People are
But yeah,
testing positive left and right, man. I'm telling you, it's weird. It's really weird.
what do
Uh,
you think about the Moses and Franklin? Do you think Moses will knock him out?
Without a doubt. I mean, if he can, the one thing that Moses can attain from this fight is being the only guy to ever stop Jermaine Franklin. You know,
Yeah.
not that
Is
that's
it? What do people say about Franklin in that side, like either South America or North America? What do they
uh,
say?
he'll give you rounds. He's
All
a
right.
fighter that will give you rounds and everything, but it's not a lot to be expected from him as far as like making
I
it to the
think
top.
even the Dillian White was a better fight for Moses, but I think he'll just add the rounds up. I think he'll just take him to 5-6 rounds, Franklin, because I think he just wants the rounds. I think his trainer will tell him just get the rounds in. You can knock him out in the first round, but don't knock him out. Just try to get the rounds in and then just finish him off.
I would like to see that. I would like to see Moses give me 5, 6 rounds, see how he can adjust, see how he can pace himself. Because I haven't seen we haven't seen too much of Moses, right?
No, I haven't seen him go to the later rounds, like the
Yeah,
the championship rounds. I haven't seen him because I think he just blows them out the park. And it's good to do that, but I would like to see more rounds and see him different levels of fights and how he moves and how he fights on the back foot, and also can he take a punch as well.
exactly. Yeah, that's what I want to see more than anything. I want to see how he can handle an uncomfortable situation. You know,
Yeah, I
um,
think. What do you think about the card on the 31st?
Shakur and Tio. I mean, that's good.
Yeah,
That's good. I'm actually looking forward because that day we got a couple of other fights. We got Bakram over there, right, against Josh Kelly.
yeah.
We got Sayas versus Abbas Barau here in Puerto Rico as well, all on the same day, by the way. Um,
Yeah.
but Shakur and Tio, bro, I'll tell you this, and I've said this on other panels too. I don't think it's gonna be a great fight, bro. I don't think it's gonna be
All right.
exciting because, and I hope I'm wrong. Okay, I'm not hating or anything, but the fact of the matter is, both Shakur and Tio, they are most effective when the opponent is the one initiating the offense instead of them.
All right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So who is gonna be the one? You know, who's gonna? I don't see Tio on his front foot against Shakur, and I don't see a
Yeah.
way Tio wins this fight. To be honest with you.
That's what I'm saying. Like, both like people still gas up Shakur Stevenson like he's all this, but if he was all this, then how come like he's how come I haven't seen him at all? Like, is that like? But they in America, they some people they they gas him up like he's some big thing.
The thing with Shakur is that, unfortunately for him, two things, right? The division that he's in is not the deepest division,
All right.
unfortunately. And the other one is that, unfortunately, he hasn't been able to get the Tank Davis fight, you know?
All right, yeah, yeah, because I think he's got some issues that he needs to get ironed out outside the
Yeah,
ring.
legally, yeah.
But that's
But
what I'm saying. He says he's a Muslim, and then he's tatted up and all that, and then he's wearing chrome hearts and all that, and he's trying to act all this and all that, and then he's having domestic issues with his either ex
yeah,
partners or current partner or what he is like. This is the problem. Like sometimes fame has got to his head. Like, and then
exactly.
then they jump onto the Islamic issues and then Islamic stuff, and then but you've got skeletons in your closet. Like you need to resolve. Like this is the problem with these boxers. Like they they have issues when they become famous and well known, and then they become religious and all that. But they don't know like they just become religious doesn't mean you need to change your ways completely. Like pray 5 times a day. You have to like you have to submit to the one God and pray. And then even boxing is not Islamic is not good as a thingy, but because it's another way from rags to riches to make money and to get out the ghetto, get out the area and get make money. But for them, that's the only way they can make because they're athletically built, genetically built, and they want to become become a well-known person. They don't got the they're not gonna get a 9 to 5 job and work their way up. They're gonna try to make money wherever they can, and boxing does give that platform. But and then they got issues with drugs and fame and fortune, cars and houses and women, and that causes a lot of issues. That's as a Muslim or as a Christian, that's like materialistic, and
Right.
we come with nothing, we go with nothing. But they look at it like, oh, we need this and that, and I don't understand their mindset. Some of these boxers when they become a Muslim and they don't follow the Islam the right way.
Yeah, I mean that's to me another problem with that is that they surround themselves with the wrong people, man.
Yeah,
Like
if they
like
want to
like
be to the right, you need to be clean from the start and clean mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. But they're not. They still have issues that they go back to, like drugs or fame and money and cars and all that kind of stuff, which is
man.
materialistic.
Yeah, I mean, like perfect example. Look at, for example, Khabib, right? Khabib always had the same people around him. That's why you never saw Khabib or even Arthur Beterbiev. He always got the same people around him. You don't see him in a nightclub. You don't ever see him getting into trouble for doing something stupid or anything like that. That comes part and parcel with who you surround yourself with. That's
Yeah,
the
because
most important thing.
you need to have that good right people like who
Yeah,
grew up with you, who know you from thick and thin, from the ups and downs, and who know you as a person. Like his father trained him, and then he had his own entourage that he had with him everywhere he went, and like mentally he need that right mindset and praying, and it clears your mind a lot as well, like praying and asking for forgiveness and that the support, because like what happens in this world is not guaranteed what's going to happen in the hereafter. Like what you're doing now is not what you think is going to be, because like God will look at your what you've done in this world as charity work or help, praying and asking that kind of stuff. But it's just some of these fighters I don't understand about them. Like they become like Tank, and then he like I don't. Is I don't even some others as well. Like I see as well. Like who become religious. Even like Mike Tyson, he became Muslim. Then he didn't become Muslim, and then he just I think it was a bit like, and then he respects Islam, but he's basically doesn't understand. He's going out of Islam, and I don't understand the guy. Like it gets a bit confusing like that.
That's a problem in Christianity too. And I'm speaking as a Christian. You're speaking as a Muslim. We're
Yeah,
saying the same thing here. Like what we're seeing is a trend of people, high profile people, that may decide to share a particular faith without first getting to know the faith and
yeah.
the
Even
information. And there's no excuse, bro, because the information is out there, bro.
yeah,
like
and
like
it's like some people that become a Muslim. Like I know my brother-in-law who's English, who become a Muslim. He doesn't fast, he doesn't pray, but because he married my sister because of become a Muslim. But for him, it's hard. Like for them to change their ways is gonna be hard. You either have to start from the start and work your way up. It's but for them, I don't know. It's just like like even like what's his name, Devin Haney as well.
yeah.
Like he contradicts himself even as well. Like not everyone. I'm not a perfect Muslim myself, but I know someone certain things that they do is weird. Like and they contradict themselves.
You also have to remember, and this is my stance. Anytime anybody asks me about faith and everything, I tell them the same thing. I don't really care if you're Christian, Muslim, or whatever. What I care about is, are you doing this seriously? In other words, are you a God fearing person for real? Do
Yeah,
you respect God? Or are you doing this for fame, for money, for social and economic advantage? Because unfortunately, bro, we have to, not to be the asshole and say it, but too many people utilize faith, whatever faith that may be, for that purpose. And that's what
yeah.
we're seeing.
That sometimes they do it because they're scared in the ring and they pray this or like or something like that, or they're not even scared outside the ring, so they do it because they either want to win the fight or they're scared to get hurt. Like part of me thinks like that as well, and like or they're doing it because like you said, like the fame and the money and the publicity and the hype.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the far too many people are doing this for the wrong reasons, and that's why real people of faith come in. Because, like I said, if you want to become a Muslim and you want to become a Christian, you want to become a proper one, the information is out there. And if you don't want to do the research yourself, you at the bare minimum got the resources to hire whoever you have to hire, whatever imam you want to hire, whatever priest you want to hire, to answer your questions. Like there's no excuse other than
They
keep
ask
doing
you like a
this
lot of the
for.
imams. They'll ask you, do your prayers. The first thing is to do your prayers. Do your prayers, ask for forgiveness, and then and then and everything comes from there. Like they're not asking for your fame and all that. You just to submit to the God and pray, because 5 times a day, and that will clear your mind. Like sport and boxing is a very mentally, physically draining thing. But like praying, it calms your body, calms your mind, and tries to get you more connected to God, because that connection to God is the most beautiful thing you can ever get compared to like even whatever sport. But like they're doing it, like you said, for the money, the clout, and not to get hurt.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's sad, bro. It's sad that people will even use God as a tool for that, bro. But
Yeah, which is not right. I've seen them a few of these fighters, and it's not good. Like even like Muhammad Ali's daughter, she was at the Jake Paul fight, and
yeah.
then like I don't know if she is a Muslim, but I don't know if she is or isn't. But like there's good and bad in everything, but like I don't know if she is, but I've never. But sometimes when they have a bit of money, they go for the money, money will change someone. Because I think money is the root of all evils. Like it does change a lot of people. Like even the movie that I watched, Prince Nazim one, like it did change him. Like he still talks about religion and all that, but he also like to live a better life. They want that money and to live secure their family, secure their thingy. And then he married an English woman, but like if he wasn't a boxer and he wasn't have the money, would he ever marry an English woman? Because that's what a lot of people do in the UK. Like when they got a bit of money and they got a bit of clout and fame and fortune and all that, they don't marry their own culture. They marry someone outside the culture, and that person only marries them because they got the money.
I see. Kind of like an arranged marriage type of thing.
And then but like that's what they do, because they'll marry outside their family because they know that they've got the money, and these gold diggers will jump on the bandwagon.
Yeah, that's bad, bro. I mean, what can we say, right? Like there are examples. Not even you don't even have to go outside of boxing to find a good example for a true Christian or a true Muslim, and how you do it. So, which makes it even more egregious.
So like in your opinion, which Christian boxer that you look up to?
Let me think.
Because obviously, like they're not like Berteviev. He's a good example. He's a grounded guy. Even he reads zikr,
Yeah.
like the like he does a prayer every time. Even he's in press conference, he'll do little prayers like Alhamdulillah, Allahu Akbar, or
Yeah.
he'll do little prayers every time to calm his body down. Because, but like obviously the like the Khabibs, the Islams and stuff like that. Hamza Chimaev is a bit of a nutcase, like, but like Islam's a bit calmer. But Hamza Chimaev, he's like, when he's in the ring, he's like a caged animal, right? Tries to just ragdoll you or something. But like, but
Yeah.
it's just like,
Bilal Muhammad is also pretty calm. In my
yeah,
opinion.
Bilal's a bit calm. I think he lost that Ian Gary's fight and stuff. But yeah,
Yeah.
he,
He's still in the mix, though. He's still in the mix.
yeah. And then there are some like who still, you need to have that balance, that religion and the fight game, but it's hard to do it because even Mike Tyson could not even do it.
Yeah, it's really hard. I can think of George Foreman to give you a good example.
All right, okay, yeah.
I mean, it also depends on your personality. Like you said, if you have a personality that goes, if you maybe you're not such an introvert as Artur Beterbiev is, maybe you're more like a Nassim Hamed or Muhammad Ali. That's fine. There's an example for every type of personality. We're not saying that you need to change. Well, at least I'm not saying that you need to change your personality. On the contrary, a lot of people seem to think this is a problem, Abdul Rahim. That I think a lot of people think that in order for them to be a good Christian or a good Muslim, they need to like change their whole. That they don't see their personalities compatible to the
But
faith.
I
For
think
whatever reason.
it has to be something happening in their life, like regarding AJ's situation. I don't know, he's a Christian, but like something might change in his life. He might get connected to God more.
That's also true. Yeah, that's also true.
So he might get more closer to the creator, because like doesn't mean you have that 6'5" built kind of thingy, but then you don't know when your last day is, and you always have to have that kind of connection to God, because obviously money will give you security and give you this and give you that, but it doesn't give you the life to breathe and give you the day-to-day life that you're living. Like, but it's just money will secure everything, but also submitting to the God and submitting to the creator, it is more important. But like, I hope certain of these fighters do get the balance right.
Yeah, it is really about balance if you look at it, because especially in boxing, it's not the same as being a soccer player or rugby player or some team sport when you have people around you that you a coach, this teammates. Boxing is you have a team, but let's be honest here, you're in there by yourself, bro. at the end of the day.
Yeah, I think that's that they get that fear, like like Mike Tyson say, he should fear that he might get hurt or he might hurt the opponent. So he's got that kind of he. You need to have that kind of butterflies in your stomach to go in, and you need to be a bit of a nutcase to go in as well. So
For sure.
he had that kind of balance. Like he was scared of to beat someone up, but he's scared to get beat himself.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good point.
I think there's a lot of factors, like I don't know, because psychologically and mindset wise is important in boxing. I think like people said, like psychologically 80%, and they're saying that 20% is the physical side. So if you can get that right, it is important to have the balance, like mindset, because you need and like I think even like Prince Nazim, he had a lot of confidence. Like even as a young kid, he was showing he had a lot of confidence. You need to have that confidence as well.
For sure, you have to be almost at an arrogant level of
Yeah.
confidence. You have to believe in yourself. Otherwise, you
Obviously, genetics plays a part.
yeah,
There's so many things, and God's given these fighters the gift, and they need to use that gift the right way.
yeah, yeah. Because fame, double-edged sword, man. That can be
Yeah.
your blessing or your curse, basically, and it can be both too. So I just hope, man, like they can, because nobody wants to see wasted talent, you know.
Yeah.
And
Because
that's
Prince Nazim, he retired at 28, and after the Barrera fight, he just thought he got that one loss on his record. He just thought I'll pack it in. I thought, but why? Like you could have, you're in your prime, like 28, 27 is your prime, your peak prime.
yeah, exactly. And there's only one dude that's better than you in this, and that's
Yeah.
like a bad thing. No, that's not a bad thing. That's a great thing.
Nah, because you don't know the next person how good he is, how he isn't. Because on the day he might be good, and on the you just need to have that right mindset, right kind of training, food, diet, everything has to be spot on for that time to be because it's all about luck. Because you might just get an injury or an illness. You just need to everything has to be peak performance for these fighters, and to get to that world level it is difficult because I've never been in that situation, but a lot of these fighters have been, and you just need to get that right balance, like you were saying before.
Yeah, I mean, it starts. It's a lot of things that got to come together, right? And the fighter also needs, because here's another problem, Abdul Rahim. I've seen a
Yeah,
lot of fighters put too much uh, power, for lack of a better word, to like their father, for example,
yeah,
or somebody like that. That now that could be a good thing, but at the end of the day, you have to be the captain of your own ship.
yeah, yeah. Because you're in that ring yourself, and you can take a lot of information in, but like you need to. And he's the split second. It's fast boxing. It's like movement, like reflexes. Everything has to be on point. Like that's why the certain fighters at the top they make it, and it sometimes it breaks you as well. There are some good fighters that did have so much potential, so much skill and all that attributes, but they just didn't make it mentally and also even like and you need to be. It is a difficult sport, even like in all sports as well. Like that's why a lot of these they need counseling and uh, psychiatrists.
Yes, yes. Another thing, like you have the resources to get the best. If you wanted to get the best, if you're Tank Davis or Ryan Garcia or Teofimo, whoever of these fighters that are presenting these problems, right? You literally have the resources to get the best people that can help you with this. So,
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
just ground them. Just ground them. They need to have that round. That they just because sometimes even Ryan Garcia he talks some right shy like about Islam and he was saying some right. I was thinking, is this guy fucking all right? Like What is he talking
Yeah,
like? He must have got information from social media about these bullshit that he's seen about certain Muslims and all that. Thinking, what are you fucking talking about? We're not Islam don't teach you this kind of stuff. It's the people that are say they are Muslim. You're hearing it from them, or you're hearing about these articles about certain people that are doing bad things. They are not real God fearing people. Don't believe what you
exactly.
see and
Exactly. And
hear.
there's always people that will take a scripture, whether it's the Bible, the Quran, or whatever other scripture there is, and will misinterpret it because what we just said, there's a lot of people doing this for the wrong reasons. So if you're doing this for the wrong reasons, that means you're not teaching what you're supposed to be teaching.
Yeah. Because I
Uh,
don't, because like there's so many of them. They do talk outside of the ring, and like there's a few they just to even sell the fight. Sometimes they just go on a random rant like for no reason. Like I seen Ryan Garcia what he was saying about certain things. Like
yeah.
I like I'm thinking, what the hell are you on about? Like and then he said something about the black community as well. I'm thinking, what the hell? This guy all right? Like like
Yeah.
and he went on a I think after the Devin Haney fight, he just went a bit crazy for a bit.
He for sure. Well, actually, a little before the fight too. Like a
Yeah,
little bit
yeah,
before the fight too. After like, yeah, it was like a year span or something like that, where he was clearly. And I'm not trying to give anybody. Okay, so let me be clear here. When I say they're surrounded by the wrong people, they gotta take some of that blame because at the end of the day, you can just say no, right?
yeah.
To hanging out with them. So I don't
Yeah,
want
you
to
have to say no.
really,
Like
yeah,
I've had
like
so many friends in my life. I had to say no to them.
right. That's part of being a man, bro. That's part of being the captain of your ship. I don't have to, you know, you don't have control over my time. Like you have to put your foot down and
Yeah, you
say
have
no to
to because
people,
like
bro.
because sometimes there are some people just tag along. There are some people that try to push you away from certain things. You need to
Manipulate you. They'll manipulate you. Exactly.
yeah, and you all want to go the right way. You want to mentally, physically, and emotionally, and it's just people try to push you away. Like there's a lot of distraction in this sport. Like when they got a bit of money, they change. Like so many of them fighters have changed. Like the Tanks, the Garcias, the Haneys, even previous fighters from past. Money can change people, but it's good to be grounded at the same time. But how did they get to that position? They got to that position by hard work and grit and determination and the skills and the genetics that they've had, and that they need to keep that in them. But when the money gets involved, they start changing.
Correct. Correct. And in some instances, to be honest with you, I think that's probably who they have always been, but they haven't really been able to show it until now,
Yeah, that's true.
unfortunately. Because it's one thing to be, humble and everything when you ain't got nothing, but when you
Yeah,
have money and leverage and power, then we get to see who you really are.
yeah,
And it might be the same thing, but it often is not, unfortunately.
yeah.
Um,
So
let's
what was today's show about? What are you going to talk about? What was the topics? And
Oh, I'll put some topic in there, but in general, I'm a very like I wanted to see who are the best power forwards in basketball history. But I was looking through the news
all
and
right, I'm
boxing.
not a basketball fan, but I just because I grew up with football. Because in the UK, it's football, and I used to watch boxing before, and then I've fallen out, but then I've come back. But I just don't like the way the scorecards are and the way the fights are tight and the fights are not happening, and that winds me up and pisses me off a bit. And
For
regarding
sure.
football, it's also pisses me off regarding like the games are very tight. Like they know they can blow this game out of the park and win 4-5-0. The games don't become 4 or 5-0. They'll be very like tight games. Like they'll be 1-1 or 2-2 or 0-0 or 2-1 or 1-0. Even you're playing a mediocre average side, and they'll just still scoreline will be very tight, and then sometimes they lose, and you know that you on paper you can win, and they're controlling sport in so many ways. And then it's advertisements every single fights in boxing. Like then they'll talk rubbish as well, and then that pisses me off. I have to turn it off, and then I get wind up and I go sleep a bit because I don't like where they put advertisements and the promoters and then the presenters are talking and they do talk a lot of shit. I don't like it. And
Yes.
even in football as well, at halftime they'll have advertisements and I think and I just think, oh, and then they put a lot of stat information in, but your eyes can see who's winning and who isn't, and they complicate it with stats and information, and they put a lot of information in that is confusing people.
Yeah. Like it's definitely more propagandized type of commentary right now
Yeah,
rather than
yeah, yeah.
back in
And
the day.
favoritism and bias as well. That's another
Yes.
factor.
But
Like,
I
the
grew up
commentator will favor the home side and they'll talk about the home. And
right
then why don't you get a neutral commentator? And I have to turn the commentator off.
because it becomes now more if you're like it become like you said, it's more tribal now.
Yeah,
It's always been tribal in its own right, but now it's up to the level of the people calling the match.
yeah,
And I grew up with football too. I watched basketball for a long time for
yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
particular period, but I don't watch it anymore. But I grew up. I can talk football for days, bro. I can give you my starting 11 of all time. Right now, I gotta eat something, but we'll do it next time. How about this, Abdul Rahim? Next time that we meet on the panel, we'll give each other our all-star, our excuse me, our all-time starting 11. How about that?
Nah, it's fine. Yeah, nah, it's cool.
I
Nah,
would
you
love
can talk. We can talk about the up and coming T11. We can talk about current players. We can talk about all time. We can talk about. There's so many things. Even boxing. Like I'm still new to it, but I still want to learn more about it. But it's just the fights are not happening.
Yeah. Yeah, because to be honest with you, nobody asked for Benavides versus Sudo Ramirez. Nobody asked for that.
Yeah.
Just like nobody asked for Shakur and Teofimo, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and the card looks a bit all right. I've seen the undercard. It
Yeah,
looks, and I will watch it like just to see the fights. But I hope the fights are good. Like there are some knockouts, there are some things that are unexpected that I never thought of. The fight that didn't want to, you thought that not going to win will win. That kind of stuff. So I want to see upsets. I want to see knockouts. I want to see like good fights and stuff. But like I hope it happens, and then I hope this card does it, and also like in the up and coming fights, I hope the fights do happen. But Turkey's hands are tied. I think they need more people like Turkey to put more money in, because these lot are all about the money and they want to secure their family and secure their future and stuff.
for sure. For sure. I'm hoping Turkey. Well, now that he got the Sufa boxing, we'll see, because that'll take some time, man. That's going to
Yeah,
take some time. We already have. What was the fight that we had? I just said it. We have Mark. No, that's not it. Efe Ajagba versus Charles Martin. I mean, that's something.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
something.
yeah.
But we'll see, bro. This has been an awesome conversation, man. I love talking to you, man. Very good stuff.
Nah, yeah, I don't talk like like when you have like a lot of black fans, when they talk, I'm thinking these are so biased. I'm thinking these guys like they just big up their black fighters all the time. When I see certain YouTubers, and I think I have to turn them off. I think these guys are so like one dimensional, like, and then they take the mick out the Mexican fighters, and then say, oh, he can beat this guy, that guy. I'm thinking like it just winds me up. And when I see them when they talk, they don't talk. They just talk, the way they talk. They just get a bit angry on the panel and stuff. I'm thinking, like,
Yeah,
I've seen a few of them, like some of the panels. I'm thinking it's like they're having a heated, like proper, like a dissing. It's like a rap battle or something. Like just fighting each other.
that's true. I mean, I myself, bro, I don't go on other panels anymore for many reasons. I mean, oftentimes people will just defend a particular fighter. They doesn't even have to look like them, but whatever fighter that they like for whatever reason, they don't see any wrong with that fighter.
Yeah, and
And
they
it's
don't
like
look at the flaws of that fighter, even like certain
exactly.
flaws, like certain fights that I like, I will talk about the flaws, but that will get the best out of them. But they, this is the problem about the fight. They'll say, "Oh no, this guy will beat this guy. No, this guy will beat that guy," and then I just see that all the time. They don't come out with anything else, anything original.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind that much. That people can have their preferences and everything, but a lot of times they will take it too far. You know, they will
Yeah,
take it too far where it's not even a conversation anymore. It's just narrative talk,
yeah,
basically. Almost like they work for them or
yeah.
something
That's
like
true.
that.
It's like there's salesman or something, or the spokesperson.
Or like public relations for a fighter.
Yeah,
You know,
them fighters don't even care about you.
right? They don't even know who you are, bro. Like, you
Yeah,
know, like. But all right, brother, that's a promise. Okay, next time, whatever time that is that we see each other again, bro. Starting 11 from your point all time, and starting 11 from my point all time, and
no
we can just
worries.
have it. You know, we can talk about the best strikers, the best defenders, the best goalkeepers, the best midfielders, whatever you want.
Nah, that's fine,
Uh,
man. No worries.
appreciate you, brother. That was my brother Abdul Rahim pulling up to the panel. And we had a great conversation, great show. We talked about everything under the sun, from football to boxing, you name it. We just had a blast here on the panel. All right. Another day, I'll open up the discussion for the best power forwards in basketball history because even the survey had only one vote. So, not a lot of quorum today for that one, but something tells me that next time it will be. They voted for the right guy, though, Team Duncan. So, I can't knock that. So, all right, fellas, let's end it the way we always end it, and that is with the Lord's Prayer. In the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever and ever. Amen. In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Thank you, God, for everything. Thank you to Abdul Rahim for pulling up. Great chats, great conversation on the panel. Thank you to Cass Sports, the Buckstorian. I didn't know you were a Steelers fan, bro. That's a good. I thought you were a Ravens fan for some reason, but great to know. I'm sure you like your Ben Roethlisberger, right? As a quarterback, Oscar Carnado, Oscar Perez from Mexico, Drunk Irishman. What an honor to have him. Everybody go and check out Drunk Irishman's channel. Okay, great channel, great shorts about boxing. And that's about it. Yeah, this was your boy Irony Boxing. We shall see you soon. God bless you all. Peace.